House Redistricting Committee is called to order. The remote hearing of the Redistricting Committee for November 19th is taking place in accordance with House Rule 10.01 and is being live streamed by the House Public Information Office. Mr. Barsari, will you please call the roll?
Certainly. Chair Murphy,
Present.
Vice Chair Kleborn,
Present.
Representative Torkelson,
Present.
Representative Bonner,
Present.
Representative Garofalo,
Present.
Representative Greenman,
Present.
Representative Igo,
Present.
Representative Lee,
Lee present.
Representative Long,
Present.
Representative Munson,
Present.
Representative Nash,
Present.
Representative New Brindley,
Present.
Representative O'Driscoll,
O'Driscoll present.
Representative Olson is excused. Representative Sandsted, Representative Sandsted.
She'll be tardy.
Okay. Representative Schultz,
Present.
Representative Stevenson,
Present.
and Representative Vang and Representative West are both excused. Madam Chair, a quorum is present.
Thank you, Mr. Barsari. And we have minutes from our previous meeting ready for adoption. They were all provided to members ahead of time and have been posted on the committee website. Representative Claiborne,
Madam Chair, I move adoption of the minutes for October 14th, 2021 meeting.
okay. Is there any discussion or corrections? If not, all those in favor of accepting the motion to adopt, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are adopted. Okay. Number one on the agenda today is what you've all been waiting for. Some real action on redistricting and seeing a map. And the map was put online at 1 o'clock and it is ready for explanation and the people's review. You know that we have decided or talked about how it will be presented in committee. The redistricting committee is the first to see the map in its entirety. And the redistricting committee will have the opportunity to have clarifying questions today and to consider the bill over a period of days and a week. And the committee, it is my hope that the committee would either accept it or make suggestions for changes to it. And so we could have amendments, very much like we handle an omnibus bill in finance committees. Keeping in mind that all the processes for the finance committees don't necessarily apply to something that only happens once in every 10 years and is based on the census. And also that we're in the unique position that we did not have the census data until the end of August. And it took a while to learn it and how to apply it and to figure out that the ideal district number went from the 39,000 number that we had necessary for the ideal in 2012 to the 42,586 number that an ideal district has to have in 2021. But today we present a legislative districting plan for the state of Minnesota based on our hearings that we held in every congressional district for every congressional district in the state, and based on the hearings that the Senate held, redistricting committee held, and based on the 10 hearings that the court had concurrently with our committee's actions. And hearing those statements and seeing them, hundreds of people participated in those listening sessions that took place. And hundreds of people commented either to us in person or to the Senate or to the courts in person or in writing. And that testimony is all on the websites and available in the LCC websites. And this map was drawn up according to the LCC rules. My goals have been to have a thoughtful and transparent process. That certainly was the goal that Representative Vice Chair Cleburne has said at every meeting we've ever held. Transparency and that the public be part of it. We had opportunities for people in the daytime and in the evenings, and we've considered that, and we've considered that for the future. And I'm talking about that because this is the first time that I can remember, and that's every redistricting since that I participated in at the legislature in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. This is the first time that a map is being revealed and then having time for suggested changes from the committee members as well as the public. And you have the tentative schedule that was set out, and that's going to be pretty firm schedule that was sent out for when those listening sessions will take place next week and the weeks to come. And amendments can be done in this committee, but today's purpose for the committee is that we release the map. And that's what I heard that we needed. I asked, several times I've asked in committee to give us the information, give Sarah Burke, the analyst that has been hired special for this task, and Chris McCall, the technician that has been, they've both been doing such yeoman's work over the last 4 months anyway, 3 months for sure, that night and day, getting feedback from people and turning that into something. And this is what we have to show for that work that you can react to. We don't necessarily want the reaction today, but we want you to have the opportunity to clarify what is going to be told to you as we go through the map of each district, new district in the state of Minnesota. We're starting up in the Northwest, and we're continuing all the way down to the Southeast. Numbers are changing, but more importantly, every single person in the state of Minnesota district is changing because of the population shifts, because of the new increases, because of the new numbers that has to be in the legislative districts. And some people's district has gotten smaller than it was before in landmass. Greater, everybody's district is greater in population. But in landmass, some people, myself included, evidently, from what I saw on the map at 1 o'clock, miles and miles more. But it's not my district. It's the people of Minnesota's districts as they asked for it to be drawn. And I expect that they might not have thought about how it had to be on the opposite end of the state when we started. But we heard and we listened, and we have to listen some more after today. And that's an opportunity that no other redistricting committee has had in my experience. So I'm going to page 2 now. I'm placing, first of all, the DE amendment before you. And I'd like to ask Matt Gehring to do a quick walkthrough of the House Files 2632 that we walked through on August 18th. But more important than that, and then it's been laid over, but more important than that is talk about the DE amendment that I'm asking you to not vote on today, but to start considering. Mr. Gehring?
Madam Chair, yes, Matt Gehring from the House Research Department. I'll share my screen just really quickly so you can see the document. Is the DE showing up for you?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Chair, so the document you have in front of you is the DE amendment. This is a amendment in similar form to what you would see in other committees. And this DE adopts the redistricting plan that you will be discussing shortly, as well as the other technical changes that you've seen in committee previously. So section 1 of the DE amendment is the section that enacts the substantive districting plan. And you see it's just a paragraph B that's being added to statute referencing a electronic map file that's available on the website of the Legislative Coordinating Commission. And maybe what I'll do is flip over just to give a quick tutorial of how to find information about that map. So the website for this map is available through the Legislative Coordinating Commission's Geospatial Information Office. And this is the landing page that you'll see if you're looking for information about the districts. And there are drop-down menus on that page that will include maps for each individual House district, as well as statewide and metro view layer maps for the plan. Then you also see data reports. So if you're interested in information on population, the total population of districts, the minority voting age population, contiguity, and the other principles that are listed here in these data reports, you can pull those up from the website. And there's also drop-down menus that allow you to download data related to these plans, and then in text and HTML format. And there's also an interactive map. So all the information on this page will stay, and that's connected to the redistricting plan L2101-0, and that's the plan that's being adopted in this DE amendment. So that's what's happening with section 1 of the DE. Section 2 is the technical change that the committee has seen previously. This is the change that would replace the current requirement that the revisor of statutes code a meets and bounds description of each district with instead a requirement that the GIS office of the LCC maintain a plan components report. And that's one of the reports that was just on the webpage I just showed you. So we would, instead of having a coded meets and bounds set of statutes for each district, you'd have the components on the website for individuals to see and understand the districts. And then the last two sections in the DE amendment, section 3 is a repealer. This repealer repeals 2 sections of statute that reflect changes that were made to the districts that were ordered by the core panel in 2012. There were some adjustments made by the legislature to those districts in 2013 to House Districts 39A and B and House District 49A and B. And so by repealing those sections, you're superseding those changes with the plan that's proposed for adoption in this DE1. And then finally, the effective date in the amendment clarifies that the new districts would go into effect for the 2022 election cycle and thereafter. Madam Chair, that's the entirety of the DE1 amendment walkthrough.
Thank you very much. Is there any technical questions? If not, I ask that you consider this over the period of time between now and the time that the date that we will have the final action on House File 2632 DE1 and L2101-0. It's part of the package. Vice Chair Cleburne and I and Mr. McCall are going to look at L2101-0 map, and that's what we're going to be working from today, and that's what we're going to have a shared screen experience with today. And are you ready, Mr. McCall? Or did Ms. Burt have a beginning for us before we start, Ms. Burt? Burt?
You know, I think that we should get to the map first, and then if there are any statewide stats we'd like to share, we can do that at the end.
Very good. Thank you. To present this redistricting plan, I will be describing the proposed House and Senate districts in numerical order, and I will be assisted by Vice Chair Cleburne, and more detailed maps of each individual district are available online through the House and LCC websites. We have divided the districts into 5 regions and will pause after each grouping to take any technical questions about the boundaries of the districts I have just described. The first district that the first area that we're going to cover are the Northern Minnesota districts 1 through 20 Senate districts. Slate 1. The first batch of districts we will review as part of this presentation are the rural and exurb districts in the northern half of the state, which it will include the first 20 Senate districts. We will pause after walking through each of these districts to take any clarifying questions at the end of the batch or the grouping. And committee members are asked to jot a remembrance if you have a question about the first one or the 10th one, until we get through the whole grouping. We begin with Senate District 1, which includes, as usual, several counties in the northwest corner of the state. House District 1A includes Kitson, Roseau, Marshall, and Pennington counties. See how Mr. McCall is using his arrow. House District 1A includes all of Kitson, Roseau, Marshall, and Pennington counties. District 1B includes all of Polk, Red Lake, and Norman County, as well both the city and township of Ulen in Clay County. Senate District 2 includes 3 different reservations in northwest Minnesota, as well as the city of Bemidji. District 2A includes both the Red Lake and White Earth reservations. It spans from Lake of the Woods County in the north through most of Beltrami County, all of Clearwater and Monoman counties, and northern Becker County. District 2B includes Leech Lake Reservation lands found in Beltrami, Cass, and Itasca counties, as well as the Bemidji area in the west and the Deer River area in the east. Senate District 3 includes the rest of the Canadian border area, as well as most of the Arrowhead region. District 3A includes all of Koochiching County, northeast Itasca County, the areas of St. Louis County that are north and east of the Iron Range, all of Lake County, except for the Two Harbors area, and all of Cook County. Both the Boyes Fort and Grand Portage reservations are fully nested in this House district. District 3B includes several cities and townships around the city of Duluth, including Proctor, Hermantown, and Rice Lake. It extends up the North Shore through the city of Two Harbors. The district also includes the Bayview neighborhood of Duluth, which is currently found in precinct 31 of Duluth City. That neighborhood is adjacent to the city of Proctor and actually a part of the Proctor School District. The rest of Duluth is found in Senate District 8. Going back to the western part of the state for the next row of districts, Senate District 4 is made up of Clay County, and western Becker County. District 4A is entirely in the city of Moorhead and Oakport Township. The population growth in Moorhead over the last decade has been significant enough that it cannot all be included in the single house district. So the city's third precinct is included in District 4B because it is adjacent to the city of Dilworth, which is also on the B side. Both the Concordia and Minnesota State campuses remain on the A side. District 4B contains the rest of Clay County other than Ulen, as well as Detroit Lakes area in western Becker County. Is my pace okay, or should I speed it up?
I think you could speed it up just a bit, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Senate District 5 includes portions of several north central counties. District 5A includes southeastern Becker County and the lake communities throughout the northeastern half of Otter Tail County, such as Pelican Rapids and Perham. District 5B runs along the parallel roadways of US Highway 71 and State Highway 64 through Hubbard County, northern Wadena County, and southern Cass County. Population hubs in this district include Park Rapids, Nahaga, Pillager, and Pine River. Senate District 6 includes two House districts that also run north and south along the major corridors. And District 6A features the Grand Rapids area of Itasca County and then follows State Highway 65 south through eastern Aiken County, including the city of McGregor. District 6B continues south to the Aiken County border near Lake Mille Lacs and also includes southern Carlton and all of Pine County with Interstate 35 running through that district. Senate District 7 extends from the Iron Range in St. Louis County through northern Carlton County. District 7A follows Highway 169 through most of the largest Iron Range cities, including Hibbing, Chisholm, and the Quad cities of Virginia, Mountain Iron, Eveleth, and Gilbert. It also includes several surrounding townships that are part of the school districts for those various communities. District 7B starts in the East Range communities of Aurora, Biwabic, and White Lakes. Then it proceeds south along Highway 53 and 33 to include most of southern St. Louis County, the entire Fond du Lac Reservation, which crosses the county lines and of southern, county lines and communities in northern Carlton County, including Cloquet, Carlton, Esco, and their respective school districts. Senate District 8. Senate District 8 is entirely within the Duluth city limits. District 8A follows the Lake Superior shoreline down from the downtown area and includes, let me start again. District 8A follows the Lake Superior shoreline north from the downtown area and includes both UMD and St. Scholastica campuses, the two hospitals. District 8B includes Canal Park, the Port of Duluth, most of the central hillside neighborhoods, the airport, West Duluth, Gary, and Fond du Lac Park. The border between the two house districts follows a series of large through roads from the lakeside up the hillside. Our next district is Senate District 09, Senate District 9, which follows I-94 through several counties in west central Minnesota. District 9A includes all of Wilkins and Grant counties, as well as the northern half of Traverse County and the southwest half of Otter Tail County. Larger cities in this district include Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Elbow Lake. District 9 is all of Douglas County, plus a few adjacent cities and townships in neighboring counties, particularly those surrounding Lake Osakis, along the border with Todd County, which are all part of the Osakis School District as well. Alexandria is the largest city in 9B. Senate District 10 follows multiple major corridors of commerce running through the north central Minnesota. District 10A follows Highway 71 north from I-94 through Todd County and southern Wadena County, including cities like Sauk Center and Long Prairie, Staples, and Wadena. District 10B is all of Morrison County, as well as a few cities and townships in the northeast corner of Stearns County. The district includes communities of Little Falls, Motley, Royalton, and St. Stephen. Senate District 11 runs north-south along the Mississippi River and Highway 169. District 11A is in western Crow Wing County, including Brainerd and Baxter area in the south, and several lakeshore communities like Breezy Point and Nisswa in the north. District 11B follows Highway 169 all the way from the Mille Lacs Reservation in the south through the Cuyuna Range area in Crow Wing County and the western half of Aiken County, including the city of Aiken. Senate District 12 runs along US Highway 12 and State Highway 28 through west central Minnesota. District 12A includes all of Stevens and Big Stone counties, along with most of Pope and most of Swift counties, southern Traverse County, and northwest Candy-Ojai County. Population hubs in this district include Morris, Benson, Browns Valley, New London, and Starbuck. District 12B continues along Highway 12 through central Candy-Ojai County and western Meeker County, with most of the population found in Wilmer and Litchfield. Senate District 13 features majority of Stearns County outside of St. Cloud and a small part of Benton County directly across the Mississippi River. District 13A includes most of the more rural parts of the county in the southern and western areas, including the communities of Cold Spring, Painesville, Albany, and Spring Lake. District 13B is much smaller in total area and includes the cities of Sartell, Sauk Rapids, and Avon, along with the Collegeville Township precinct with the St. John's University campus. Senate District 14 follows I-94 through the St. Cloud area. District 14A includes Western St. Cloud, as well as the full city of Waite Park and both the city and township of St. Joseph. District 14B includes the downtown area of St. Cloud along the Mississippi River, the St. Cloud State University campus, and the neighborhoods directly surrounding the campus. It also includes the portions of St. Cloud that are east of the river in both Benton and Sherburne counties, as well as the portions of Minden Township in Benton County that are interwoven with the non-contiguous precincts of St. Cloud. Senate District 15 runs northeast out of St. Cloud area along the State Highway 23. District 15A has most of Benton County and western Sherburne County outside St. Cloud and Sauk Rapids. It includes the cities of Becker, Foley, and Rice, as well as the city of Clearwater at the northern tip of Wright County. District 15B includes southern Mille Lacs County, northern Asante County, and all of Kennebec County. Major population hubs include Princeton, Malacca, and Mora. Senate District 16 is all of Chisago County, as well as eastern Asante County. District 16A includes Rush City, North Branch, Cambridge, and Asante. District 16B follows Highway 8 through the communities in the Chisago Lakes and area like Wyoming, Lindstrom, and Taylor Falls, as well as other townships in southern Chisago and Asante County. Senate District 17 follows US Highway 12 and State Highway 55 out of the metro area to the west. District 17A includes eastern Meeker County with the western half of Wright County, with cities such as Montrose, Annandale, and Dussel. District 17B is the southeastern portion of Wright County, including the cities of Buffalo and Delano, Hanover, and Rockford are included too, which both of them cross the Crow River into the Hennepin County. Senate District 18 runs through the southern Sherburne and northern Wright County along the stretch of I-94 that connects the metro area to St. Cloud. House District 18 includes the communities of Big Lake and Monticello, as well as the westernmost section of Elk River. District 18B includes Otsego, Albertville, and the majority of St. Michael. The city of St. Michael is divided between this district and House District 17B, largely along the boundary between school districts, with the 17B portion of the city largely falling in the Buffalo-Hanover School District, and the 18A portion mostly being in the St. Michael-Albertville School District. Senate District 19 includes several exurb communities north of the metro. District 19A follows highways 101 and 169 through Elk River and Zimmerman in eastern Sherburne County, and also includes the northwest portion of the city of Ramsey, which is partially inside the Elk River School District boundary. District 19B includes several cities and townships in the northwest corner of Anoka County and western Asante County, such as Oak Grove, St. Francis, and Stanford Township. Senate District 20. It includes excerpts in the northeast corner of Anoka County and northern Washington County. District 20 includes all of them. District 20A includes all of Ham Lake, East Bethel, and Columbus, and it also follows the I-35 split into northeast Lino Lakes and northwest Hugo. The rest of Hugo can be found in District 20B, along with all of Forest Lake, Scandia, Marine on St. Croix, and adjacent townships in Washington County, coming as far south as Delwood Road. Whew. That concludes the first and largest slate of legislative districts that we are reviewing today. As part of this proposed redistricting plan, there must be some clarifying questions about any of the districts presented so far. Does anyone have, Ms. Conley, is there any hands up?
I don't see any hands, Madam
Okay.
Chair.
None? Then Vice Chair Cleburne, will you take it up?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I will begin slate 2, which are the northern metro suburbs, Senate districts 21 through 33. We will begin with districts 21 through 33. Are we ready? Okay. Which are the suburban districts in the northern half of the metro area. Senate District 21 straddles the Mississippi River, where Highway 169 crosses from Hennepin County into Anoka County, including the cities of Andover, Ramsey, Anoka, Champlin, and Dayton, all of which are mostly or entirely served by the Anoka Hennepin school districts. District 21A is the southern half of this district and includes the entire city of Dayton, the western half of Champlin, as divided by Highway 169, the entire city of Anoka, and the southern part of Ramsey. District 21B includes the northeastern part of the city of Ramsey and the entire city of Andover. Moving to Senate District 22. District 22 is the full city of Coon Rapids, along with the western portion of Blaine. And this entire area is served within the Anoka Hennepin School District. The House districts are divided by major roads that go through Coon Rapids, including Main Street, Highway 10, and Northdale Boulevard. District 22A is south of this dividing line and is entirely within the Coon Rapids city limits. District 22B is the northern portion of Coon Rapids, along with most of the area in Blaine that is west of Central Avenue and north of Highway 10. Senate District 23. The rest of Blaine is in Senate District 23, along with several other cities, adjacent cities, and the majority of Lino Lakes. District 23A includes sections of Blaine that are predominantly in the Spring Lake Park School District, and it extends all the way to the southern boundary of that school district in Fridley. It also includes the city of Lexington to the east. Senate District 23B has the northern and easternmost sections of Blaine, as well as the majority of Lino Lakes and the entire cities of Circle Pine and Centerville. This district is predominantly served by the Centennial School District. Senate District 24 includes the westernmost communities of Hennepin County. District 24A is a large area running along the county border from the city of Rogers in the north to the Lake Minnetonka shoreline in the south. District 24B includes several small communities located around the various bays of Lake Minnetonka, like Mound, Shoreview, and Deep Haven, as well as the westernmost precincts of the city of Minnetonka. The eastern boundary of the legislative district aligns closely with the eastern boundary of the Minnetonka School District. Senate District 25 is the entire city of Maple Grove, the city of Osseo, and the northeastern section of Plymouth that is predominantly served by the Osseo School District. The dividing line between the two House districts runs along a series of major roads through the city of Maple Grove, with District 25A containing the western and northern portions of the city, and District 25B containing the southeastern part of the city, along with all Osseo and the area of Plymouth that is east of Vicksburg Lane and north of the Canadian Pacific Rail Line. Senate District 26. District 26 includes most of Brooklyn Park, East Champlin, and the Northeast Brooklyn Center, and it is largely divided into House districts along a school boundary, along the school boundary lines. 26A is fully nested inside both the Brooklyn Park city limits and the Osseo School District. District 26B follows the Mississippi River from the eastern half of Champlin through the eastern Brooklyn Park and down to the 3rd precinct in Brooklyn Center. This district is served by the Anoka-Hennepin School District, with the exception of a small area in Brooklyn Park where the proposed legislative lines follow major roads such as Noble Parkway rather than the exact school district lines. Senate District 27 includes the southern tip, includes the southern tip of Anoka County, as well as adjacent communities along the I-694 corridor in Ramsey County. District 27A has the areas of Fridley found south of the Spring Lake Park School District boundary, along with Western Columbia Heights, the community of Hilltop, and half of New Brighton that is north of I-694. District 27B stays south of I-94 to include the majority of Columbia Heights and the southern halves of New Brighton and Arden Hills, and the entire city of St. Anthony that extends into Hennepin County. Senate District 28 captures the most northern Ramsey County and also crosses over slightly into southern Anoka County. 28A includes Mounds View, Northern Shoreview, Northern Arden Hills, North Oaks, and a small non-contiguous portion of White Bear Lake Township. It also includes a few southern precincts of Lino Lakes on the other side of the county line. Apologies. District 28B includes Southern Shoreview, along all of Vandus Heights and Gem Lake, Northeast Roseville, and portions of White Bear Lake City and Township that are west of Highway 61. Senate District 29. Senate District 29 follows Highway 61 out of St. Paul into Northeast Ramsey County. 29A includes Little Canada, Northern Maplewood, and Eastern Roseville. 29B includes all of the communities that surround White Bear Lake, as in the body of water, such as Delwood, Matamidi, and the city and township of White Bear Lake, and smaller communities like Pine Springs and Birchwood Village. Senate District 30. Senate District 30 follows Highway 36 and I-94 through the middle section of Washington County. 30A contains all of North St. Paul, the majority of Oakdale, and the southern half of Lake Elmo as divided by Stillwater Boulevard. The northern half of Lake Elmo is in District 30B, along with several cities along the St. Croix River, from Stillwater in the north to smaller communities like Lakeland and St. Mary's Point in the south. We'll need to move back to the western part with District 31. Senate District 31 features most of Plymouth, northern Minnetonka, and all of Wayzata and Medicine Lake. The district is mostly divided among major streets like Medina Road and Highway 55. Both House districts include areas of the Wayzata School District. District 31A also includes any part of Plymouth in the Robbinsdale School District, while 31B includes parts of the city served by Hopkins schools. 31B goes as far south as Minnetonka Boulevard in the city of Minnetonka, though most of the district's population is still served by the Wayzata School District. Senate District 32. District 32 includes several suburbs along the Bottineau corridor going northwest out of Minneapolis. 32A includes all of New Hope, the northern half of Crystal, and any precincts of Crystal that are intertwined with the New Hope city limits. It continues north along the Bottineau Boulevard into the southwest corner of Brooklyn Park. The vast majority of this House district is served by the Robbinsdale schools. District 32B includes all of Brooklyn Center with the exception of Precinct 3 and proceeds along Brooklyn Boulevard into southern Brooklyn Park. Moving to Senate District 33. District 33 follows Highway 100 through the suburban communities just west of Minneapolis. 33A includes southern Crystal, all of Robbinsdale, most of Golden Valley. 33B includes the remaining portion of Golden Valley south of Highway 55 and most of St. Louis Park. This House district also includes a portion of Minneapolis where Highway 7 and Excelsior Boulevard enter the city from St. Louis Park. This concludes the review of the Northern Metro suburban districts. Are there any questions regarding these districts before we move on to the Twin Cities?
I don't see any hands.
Thank you very much. Chair Murphy, please.
Next, we will go through the districts, legislative districts in Minneapolis and St. Paul, which includes Senate Districts 34 through 42. With the exception of the House District 33B that was just described, all of the Minneapolis legislative districts stay within the city boundaries, which are also the boundaries for the Minneapolis School District. The same is true for St. Paul, where only one legislative district crosses out of that city and school district as well. We start with Senate District 34, which is the region typically referred to as North Minneapolis, running between the western city boundary and the Mississippi River. District 34A includes neighborhoods in the Camden area of the city that has a southern boundary following the major roads of 26th Avenue, Emerson Avenue, and West Broadway. House District 34B continues south into the near north and north loop areas, crosses under I-394 into the Loring Park, Laurie Hill, and Bryn Mawr neighborhoods. Senate District 35 includes the downtown and northeast areas of the city. House District 35A has the predominantly single-family home neighborhoods north of Broadway, as well as the Como neighborhood. District 35B has the St. Anthony and Marcy Holmes neighborhoods along the north bank of the Mississippi River, as well as the core downtown area on the south bank. It stretches as far south as the Ventura Village neighborhood just across I-94, which does have several bridges connecting it with downtown. Senate District 36 follows the chain of lakes through South Minneapolis. District 36A runs between the western city border and a combination of Lindale and Hennepin Avenue through the neighborhoods surrounding Cedar Lake, Lake of the Isles, Bede Makasha, and Lake Harriet. District 36B turns east to follow Minnehaha Creek through the neighborhoods surrounding Diamond Lake, Lake Nokomis, and Lake Hiawatha. This district also includes the Fort Snelling territory, which has the Minneapolis VA Hospital and the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. Senate District 37 includes Minneapolis neighborhoods directly south of downtown, with Lake Street serving as the boundary between the two House districts. District 37A stretches from the Wedge neighborhood in the west through the Phillips neighborhood, all the way to the Little Earth of United Tribes housing area along Cedar and Hiawatha Avenues in the east. District 37B runs further south along I-35W through the Powderhorn neighborhoods. Senate District 38 follows the Mississippi River along the eastern edge of Minneapolis. District 38A is centered around the University of Minnesota campus. It includes several adjacent neighborhoods with large amounts of off-campus student housing like Dinkytown, Prospect Park, and Seven Corners, as well as the Cedar Riverside and Seward neighborhoods, which both have large East African communities. District 38B continues south along the river and the Hiawatha Avenue corridor into the Longfellow region of the city. This concludes the Minneapolis districts, so we'll move next into St. Paul. Senate District 39 has the northwest part of St. Paul, as well as the communities directly north of the city limits. House District 39A is the only House district that actually crosses out of St. Paul. It includes the far northwest corner of the city and adjacent communities of Falcon Heights and Lauderdale and Western Roseville. This district is where you will find the U of M St. Paul campus, the State Fairgrounds, and Luther Seminary. District 39B stays entirely within St. Paul, but runs along the northern city boundary through the Como and North End neighborhoods, running as far south as Front Avenue and as far east as Arc Street and Edgerton Street. Senate District 40 is the southwest region of the city, including Highland Park, Union Park, Mack Grove, and Cathedral Hill neighborhoods, with Fairview Avenue serving as the primary boundary between the two House districts. District 40A follows the Mississippi River as it runs along the western edge of the city and bends around to the south to start approaching downtown. It includes the St. Thomas campus and the St. Catherine's campus. District 40B runs north-south along Snelling Avenue and I-35E in the western part of the district, and then it follows Summit and Grand Avenue toward downtown in the eastern part. McAllister College is in this district. Senate District 41 has the central neighborhoods of St. Paul. District 41A spans east-west from Rice Street to Snelling Avenue, north and north-south from Front Avenue to Selby Avenue. It includes the Rondo and Frogtown neighborhoods, as well as the campuses for Hamlin and Concordia universities. District 41B includes the downtown area, the Capitol Complex, the West 7th Street corridor, the West Side neighborhood south of the Mississippi River, and part of the Dayton's Bluff neighborhood south of I-94. Finally, Senate District 42 features the east side of the city. District 42A includes most of the Payne, Phelan, and Greater East Side neighborhoods in the northeast corner of St. Paul, while District 42B includes the Battle Creek and Highwood neighborhoods in the southeast corner of the city. The border between the districts largely follows 7th Street and Stillwater Avenue. This concludes the Twin City legislative districts. So I will pause for any questions, and then we'll go to slate 4. Seeing
Madam
no,
Chair, I don't see any
Ms.
questions.
Conley, okay. Well, it's over to you, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Slate 4 consists of the southern metro suburbs, Senate Districts 43 and 55. Beginning with Senate District 43. Senate District 43 includes several suburban communities just east of St. Paul. District 43A contains the southern portion of Maplewood that runs along the eastern boundary of St. Paul, as well as the northwest corner of Woodbury, the southern part of Oakdale, and the community of Landfall. Approximately half of the district is served by Maplewood, Oakdale, North St. Paul School District, while the other half attends South Washington County Schools. Apologies. District 43B is nested entirely within Woodbury city limits, and the vast majority of the district falls within the South Washington County school boundaries. The dividing line between the House districts follows major roads through Woodbury, like Wood Lane Drive, Lake Road, and Rodeo Drive. Senate District 44 follows the Mississippi River and the St. Croix River through the southernmost portion of Washington County and into the city of Hastings, where the rivers merge. District 44A runs along Highway 61 through the communities of Newport, St. Paul Park, and Gray Cloud Island, and the majority of the city of Cottage Grove. The easternmost part of Cottage Grove can be found in 44B, along with Hastings, Denmark Township, Afton, and the northeast corner of Woodbury, which is part of the Stillwater School District, along with the city of Afton. We need to move the map over to District 45, please. Okay. Senate District 45 takes us to Carver County. District 45A is the western half of that county, including cities of Waconia, Watertown, and Norwood Young America. It also includes the communities of St. Bonifacius and Minnetrista in the far southwest corner of Hennepin County. Both of those cities have large populations that attend school either in either Watertown or Waconia. District 45B contains the cities of Chaska and Carver, plus the townships directly west of those communities. And this area is mostly served by the Eastern Carver County School District. Continuing east to Senate District 46. Senate District 46 straddles Carver and Hennepin County line and is centered around the cities of Chanhassen and Eden Prairie. District 46A includes all of Chanhassen, as well as precincts 1 and 2 of Victoria and the northeast corner of Eden Prairie. All 3 of these cities are partially served by the Minnetonka School District along their northern borders, and this House district captures that area in its entirety. 46B has the southern 2/3 of Eden Prairie, as well as a small portion of western Bloomington, which does not quite fit into the Bloomington-only Senate district. That will be reviewed momentarily. Moving to Senate District 47. District 47 is centered on the Hopkins School District. 47A follows the southern bend of I-494 through southern Minnetonka, northeast Eden Prairie, and the southwest portion of Edina. District 47B includes the full city of Hopkins, as well as northeast Minnetonka and western St. Louis Park. Senate District 48 has the rest of Edina and the entire city of Richfield. District 48A is fully nested within Edina city limits, and then District 48B is the full city of Richfield, as well as several apartment buildings in the Southdale area of Edina that are mostly in the Richfield School District service area. Senate District 49. District 49 is the vast majority of the city of Bloomington and therefore the Bloomington School District. It is divided mostly along West 98th Street and Old Shakopee Road, with the 49A side on the northern half of the city and the B side on the southern half of the city. Continuing east to District 50. District 50 captures the northernmost part of Dakota County, hemmed in by the Minnesota and Mississippi rivers, as well as the city of St. Paul to the north. District 50A includes the entire cities of West St. Paul, Mendota Heights, Sunfish Lake, Lilydale, and Mendota, which share a school district. It also extends into northern Eagan, most of which is also in that school district. The southern border follows major roads through Eagan, such as Highway 13, Dodd Road, and I-35E. District 50B includes the city of South St. Paul, which has its own school district, as well as the northern half of Ember Grove Heights. Next, we enter Scott County with Senate District 51. Senate District 51 contains the majority of Shakopee, District 51A, as well as the entirety of Jackson Township, which does not have which does have a small exclave nested within Shakopee city limits. District 51B has southern Shakopee, Olive Jordan, and Prior Lake, and the townships in between those cities. To divide the House districts, the boundary uses major roads to go around the Shakopee-Metawakanton lands, keeping that area united on the B side of the district. Senate District 52. District 52 continues east along the southern shore of the Minnesota River into Savage and Burnsville. 52A includes the entire city of Savage and proceeds as far east as I-35W in Burnsville. 52B is fully nested within Burnsville city limits and includes most of the city except for the southernmost precincts and an area already included in the A side. Senate District 53. District 53 continues east through Dakota County. 53A includes the western portion of Eagan and then follows I-35 and Highway 77 south into the northwest corner of Apple Valley, which is an area near the Minnesota Zoo. District 53B is the eastern half of Eagan and the southern half of Ember Grove Heights. The majority of this Senate district is served by the Rosemont Apple Valley Eagan School District, and the dividing line between the two House districts runs along I-35E and Pilot Knob Road. Senate District 54. District 54 takes us into Lakeville and Farmington at the southern tip of the metro area. District 54A includes all of Lakeville west of Hightower Avenue and Dodd Avenue, as well as the southernmost region of Burnsville, much of which is also served by the Lakeville School District. District 54B includes most of the eastern Lakeville, as well as northern Farmington. The last district for this grouping is Senate District 55 in the Apple Valley Rosemont area. District 55A includes most of Apple Valley, as well as the northeast precincts of Lakeville that are in the Apple Valley Rosemont School District. 55B includes the area of Apple Valley east of Johnny Cake Ridge Road and Pilot Knob Road, as well as the entire city of Rosemont and the smaller communities of Coach, Ninjinger, and Vermillion. That concludes the South Metro Legislative Districts, and I will also pause if you have questions regarding these districts.
So see no further questions or no questions. Let's go on to the last group. Slate 5, Southern Minnesota, Senate Districts 56 to 67. Senate District 56 runs through several rural counties on the north bank of the Minnesota River. District 56A includes most or all of Renville, Sibley, and Nicollet counties, as well as eastern Chippewa and southern Candy, Ohio. It includes communities like Renville, Olivia, and Gaylord. In addition to the river, the district is also connected by several major roadways, including Highway 71, Highway 212, and Highway 5. District 56B features all of McLeod County and southern Meeker County with population hubs like Hutchinson and Glencoe. Senate District 57 is where the transition from the South Metro into southern greater Minnesota takes place. District 57A includes southern Scott County communities such as Belle Plaine and Elko New Market, and it stretches as far south as Lonsdale in Rice County. District 57B runs north-south along State Highway 3 from downtown Farmington to Northfield and includes the surrounding townships in both northern Rice County and rural southern Dakota County. Senate District 58 runs southeast out of the metro area through Goodhue and Wabasha counties. District 58A follows the state border through the Mississippi River communities of Red Wing, Lake City, and Wabasha, plus the surrounding townships that share school districts with those cities. District 58B follows Highway 52 through communities of Cannon Falls, Wanamingo, Zumbrota, and Pine Island. It also extends south to the Dodge County population hubs of Casson and Dodge Center. Senate District 59 is the southwestern corner of the state and primarily runs along the South Dakota border. The north half is 59A, which straddles the Minnesota River through parts or all of Laclaparo, Swift, Chippewa, and Yellow Medicine counties. It also extends south into Lyon County. Population hubs in this district include Appleton, Montevideo, Granite Falls, and Marshall. District 59B continues to the Iowa border through Lincoln, Pipestone, Rock, Murray, and Nobles counties, with the major cities including Tracy, Pipestone, and Laverne. Senate District 60 follows the south shore of the Minnesota River. The A side includes all of Redwood and Brown County, plus a small portion of northern Cottonwood County. It features river cities like New Ulm and Redwood Falls, as well as smaller towns along Highway 14, like Sleepy Eye and Springfield. District 60B has the next row of counties to the south, including all of Watonwan and most of Murray, Cottonwood, and Blue Earth, with state highways 30 and 60 connecting most of the major population hubs like Slayton, Windham, St. James, and Madelia. Senate District 61 is the Mankato-St. Peter area. District 61A includes the city of St. Peter and the surrounding communities like Kasota, and that share its school district. It continues south along the Minnesota River to the city of North Mankato and crosses into the northern part of Mankato as well. Most of Mankato, however, is in House District 61B, as well as the community of Eagle Lake and other neighboring townships served by the Mankato School District. Senate District 62 includes the majority of Le Sueur and Rice County, along with all of Waseca County, forming somewhat of a triangle between the cities of Le Sueur, Faribault, and Waseca. The western half of the district makes up the A side, including Le Sueur, Waseca, Janesville, and Madison Lake, while the eastern half creates the B side with the cities of Faribault, Montgomery, and Waterville. Senate District 63 runs along I-90 corridor through several counties on the Iowa border, and District 63A stretches through Nobles, Jackson, and Martin County, including the cities of Worthington, Jackson, and Fairmont. District 63B continues east through Faribault and Freeburn County, including the cities of Blue Earth and Albert Lee. Senate District 64 features most or all of Steele, Dodge, and Mower counties. The northern half of District 64A, with Owatonna serving as a major population hub. The southern half is District 64B, where Austin is the largest city. Both districts have borders that attempt to preserve the rough outlines of as many school districts as possible in the more rural areas outside the two major cities. For example, 64B extends into Freeburn County south of Albert Lee to capture the full service area for the Glenville-Amon School District along the Iowa border. Senate District 65 and 66 cover nearly all of Olmsted County, and the four House districts converge in the middle of Rochester to divide both the city and county into four quadrants of roughly equal population. Three of the House districts include a portion of Rochester and then follow a major road out to one nearby smaller city with a large commuter population, while the 4th district also captures the more rural eastern half of the county. Rochester itself is divided along major railways and roads like Highway 52 and Center City Drive. House District 65 includes the northwest quadrant of Rochester and the city of Byron. Proposed House District 65B has the southwest quadrant of Rochester and the city of Stewartville. House District 66A features the northeast quadrant of Rochester and Orinoco. Proposed House District 66B has the least populous southeast portion of Rochester, and then exceeds east through the rest of Olmsted County. It also includes communities like Chatfield, Elgin, and Plainville in adjacent counties where the school districts for those cities cross into Olmsted County as well. Finally, Senate District 67 is the southeast corner of the state. District 67A follows the Mississippi River through most of the Winona County, including the city of Winona itself, as well as smaller communities like Lewiston and Altura. District 67B has southern Winona County, all of Houston County, and the majority of Fillmore County, including the cities of St. Charles, La Crescent, Caledonia, and Spring Valley. That concludes our final collection of districts. I want to check if there's any other clarifying questions that we can answer on as we go forward. Thank you, Mr. McCall, for your assistance.
Chair Murphy?
The proposed map is before us now. Representative Ms.
Chair
Conley.
Murphy, this is Nancy Conley. There are two
Yes.
hands up, Representative Cleavorn and Torkelson.
Yes. Representative Cleavorn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm just wondering, do you think it would be helpful to the committee if we asked our analyst Bert to maybe give us a little information about the splits in the LCC reports?
Ms. Birch?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to share some of the reports that the public can find on the LCC website. The population summary report highlight that I wanted to share is that this map stays under our goal of a deviation of 1% for the district sizes as shown on the population report. In 2012, the ideal House district size was 39,582 people. With the current census update we have, the ideal size of a House district is now 42,586 people. The largest House district on this map is 42,953, and the smallest House district on this map is 42,217. You'll also find a minority opportunity district report that's based on voting age. This map before you contains the 13 minority opportunity districts that are based on voting age from the 2012 map. And 8 new districts are added to the previous list of 13 for a total of 21 minority opportunity districts based on voting age on this map. And then a few notes about the split subdivisions report that the public can find. On the previous 2012 map, there were 54 counties split one time, 89 cities and towns that were split one time, and 242 voting districts that were split one time. On this current map before you, you will find 56 counties split one time, 76 cities and towns that are split one time, and 156 voting districts that are split one time. On the previous map, there were 25 counties that were split more than one time, 47 cities and towns that were split more than one time, and 25 voting districts that were split more than one time. On this current map before you, you'll find that there are 31 counties that are split more than one time, 21 cities and towns that are split more than one time, and 8 voting districts that are split more than one time. There's also a report of the areas of the map that contain split American Indian tribal lands. This is a new report that details several different types of tribal lands. Please note that there are 0 splits of tribal reservation lands with populations that are contiguous to one another. That concludes what I'd like to share about the reports that are on the LCC page.
Thank you, Analyst Burt. Appreciate that. I see Minority Lead Committee Member Paul Torkelson has his hand up.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Excellent.
want to.
Just a couple of questions regarding reports. First, I want to thank you and your team for putting a map together and presenting it to us today. It's something we, of course, haven't seen before today, and we have a lot of digesting to do and analysis to do as we work through this map. But a number of times during the presentation, school districts were mentioned. Is there going to be a school district report showing how many school districts are kept whole and how many are split? Or is that just something we're talking about?
Ms. Burt, do we have access to that information?
I don't believe that that's recorded on the split division report.
Okay.
Thank you. That's correct. It's not one of the normal reports, but because it was mentioned so many times during the presentation, I thought maybe you had more information regarding school districts. But the other report that is in the judge's remarks that came out just yesterday, I believe, they have mentioned a possibility of a community of interest report based on which communities of interest were considered in constructing a map. Do you intend to issue a community of interest report?
Ms. Burt, are we a special, like, other than the ones that are already specified, Representative Torkelson?
Well, in the judge's principle, they introduced their principles and other issues. I think it was just yesterday or very recently anyway. They do mention a communities of interest report that would identify any community of interest included as a layer in the plan. It goes on in more detail, but that's the opening part of that paragraph. I'm just curious if you
we haven't talked about it.
Okay.
I haven't seen the judge's report.
All right.
Yes.
Well, it's just something else to be.
I know someone
about.
sent it. I know someone sent it to me, but I've been a bit busy the last 24 hours anyway. But do you think that's a good idea?
I think it would be interesting. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And so maybe we'll talk about that together and see if, how extensive the report should be, or the conversation.
I look forward to our continued discussions, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or anything that, are there any hands up? If not, I think Representative Torkelson is very right on with, there's a lot to digest, and we did not expect a lot of conversation, more extensive, except that we wanted to make sure that everyone had the opportunity to have the technical questions and the clarifying question to clarify as we start the digestion process. I really appreciate the efforts of the total team that has put this together, and that includes Representative Torkelson for your help, and Mr. Cook for the very nice, good conversation, helpful conversation that we had last week. The next meeting of this committee is posted for November 23rd at 3 a.m. And at that time, we will have another revelation. We're rolling out I hope we're rolling out a proposal for the congressional districts that people can take and digest. And then on the listening sessions that are already scheduled for the state of Minnesota residents that want to participate in the process of telling us what they think about the proposed maps for the House and Senate districts and the congressional districts. Those people can be listened to and can include that in their remarks. And please, people that you don't have to talk about your proposal. You can write your proposal down and submit it according to the directions that are on the website. Ms. Conley, can you tell us that on the 23rd, we're having the reveal of a proposed congressional district map, and that's at 3 o'clock, is that correct?
Madam Chair, yes, it's 3 p.m., not 3 a.m.
Yes, because that's the time we generally go to sleep. Although last night when the eclipse was going on, that's the time some people were waking up, but I didn't. Anyway, besides that, that's immaterial. It doesn't have anything to do with redistricting. We have no districts on the moon. But what about the listening sessions? What days are they, Ms. Conley?
Madam Chair, the first listening session is Wednesday, December 1st from 11 to 1 over the lunch hour. And then the second one is Thursday, December 2nd in the evening from 7 to 9.
Thank you for that.
Chair, I just want to correct the language a moment. These are actual committee meetings. Is that correct?
These are
First and second,
redistricting committee meetings, yes.
where we will be listening to the public.
Where members that are participating will be listening to the public. And
Thank you very much.
in the meantime, if the public wants to get ahead of the game, they can send their remarks in writing to the addresses that are listed on the webs. Representative Torkelson.
Well, Madam Chair, you brought up the eclipse of the moon. I actually got up this morning to look at the eclipse, but unlike the weathercast that I received at 10 o'clock that said it was going to be clear, in my county, it was cloudy. So I didn't see anything but a little bit of a glow behind the clouds. So I'm very disappointed in the weatherman. I'm sure it would have been beautiful had I been able to see it.
Well, that's what I was told. Well, the 10:30 weather report or whatever it was that I did see said that it's probably going to be too cloudy to see it anyway. So I didn't want to, but this morning they were talking on the radio about how many people had seen a beautiful sight. So I don't know where that was, where they could see without the clouds. But oh well. Anyway, is there any other business come before us? If not, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience and your understanding. and Representative Torkelson, we're going to talk in a day or so. Thank you very much. This meeting is adjourned.